Hey y'all, welcome back to this random journey. First off, just excuse my voice. I'm dealing with allergies. I want to make that note right out the gate so you're not like, whoa, why she sounds so different. Yeah, and the stuff in the background, I just rearranged like the entire living room. And so, yeah, the table's a crazy mess. But anyway, I just wanted to pop on really quick. I know it's been a minute since I have been on. The kids are at something called P7. It's a club, like a Bible study group that they're having at their cousin's school. So they were allowed to go into the school system for that event, and so they're away at that right now. But I wanted to give you an update on their schooling. The end of the year is coming up really fast, and technically my kids could already be done. They have plenty of hours for this year already, but I honestly I don't like the going by the hours. I like going by the curriculum and how far they've come in it personally. So I want to push them and continue to push them until we're right at the edge of the public school being out, just because I want to make sure they get as much curriculum in as possible and we have less layover time, if so to say. Anyway, so we're continuing on with our schooling even though we're done with our hours for the year. So I just want to quickly tell you where they're at in their school since it is the end of the year. Elizabeth, of course, is now a freshman officially back in, I think it was February 8th, was when she finished up her high school or her middle school career and started high school. So she is doing a combination of ACE, and then she is also doing some online work off of Easy Peasy. She's doing her music appreciation off of there, typing class on there. It seems like there's one other I can't think of off the top of my head. But so she's doing a couple online classes, and then she's also doing the ACE pace work, and then she is also doing her personal finance, which is up and running. If you guys want to check out her YouTube video, she just posted one the other day. It's Budgeting with Beth, and I believe it's something about profit. I can't remember the title she gave it, but it's just a cute little video, kind of a fun one where she talks about profit briefly and does a cute little video. So if you want to check her channel out, it is Budget with Beth, I believe. Budget with Beth. Anyway, I'll throw up a picture of what her little icon looks like up on the screen, maybe right here, so you guys can know what it looks like, so you know you got the right one. Anyway, so she's doing that. She's doing fabulous, of course, and just booking right through her freshman year. She's a whole half a year ahead of where she should be grade-wise, and actually she's taken on the typing classes an extra class, and what was the other one that she started doing? There's another one that's an extra class that is not actually on her syllabus for this year, so she will be able to count that towards another credit, a different, like an extracurricular credit. So yeah, she's gonna be way ahead, which is awesome. I'm so proud of her. I still push her really hard, and I don't let her know as much as I probably should how proud I am of her, but I'm really proud of how far she is going and accomplishing things, and I do push her really hard, just so that she doesn't get behind, because I'm always worried that they're going to get behind. But in reality, I think that they're both ahead. Curtis, where is he with homeschool? This is the big news. Curtis is officially unschooling. If you want to look into that, you can. Basically, it's student-led learning. He gets to kind of pick what he wants to do. Some people, you say, oh, they're unschooling, you're not teaching them anything. That's not true. So let me give you just kind of a rundown of what a day looks like for him right now. We've only been unschooling for about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. About 3 weeks now. Unschooling a day looks like for him, he gets up in the morning, he reads his Bible, at least 2 chapters, if not more, depending on what he wants to do. After he gets his breakfast, he does that, and then he gets a leisure book. And whenever I say a leisure book, I say that because he will pick like Calvin and Hobbes or Dog Man or something like that that's really fun, it has lots of pictures, and it's just really simple to read, and it's just a quick read, and he usually is giggling and stuff as he's reading it, sitting in his hammock chair. So that's kind of where he starts his morning, and then we go into other subjects that are a little bit more complicated. So he is doing a typing class on the computer, which is the same typing class that his sister is actually taking, and then he also can do math on the computer. And then today we actually sat down and we used the ACE curriculum, and I just ripped out one of the tests that he had been currently working on that pace anyway. I just want to see if he grasped the knowledge from that pace. And I wanted to see if I just grab that out and we just cover what's in the test, and teach him what's on the test, like going back through the pace. I don't know how to explain how I did it, but he already knew the information. There's only, I think, one spot we had to go over because he hadn't hit it whenever he was going through that pace. And he did phenomenal. He got 100%, and I was really proud of him, and I told him so. He was so over it by the time we got done with that test, though. He is not, he just hates that kind of work. Give him a game on the computer with math questions, and he loves it. He's been doing these like racing equation games. It's algebra for his grade level, and he loves it. So he's getting his math that way mainly, but then we're also hitting that. I'm sorry, we got people notifying me. We also have doing some of the pace work and stuff too, not a lot of it. He's also, for social studies, he's reading history books. He's reading not like history books, but like books about history. So for instance, he read one about Albert Einstein, and I think it's called "Who Was Albert Einstein" or something like that. There's these books. There's a series apparently out there somewhere. I need to look into trying to find more of them. He loves them. It basically focuses on a person or an event in history, and it tells you all about them. Right now, he's huge into Albert Einstein. That's what started this whole thing. He wanted to research Albert Einstein, so I'd let him. He retained the information more than he has ever retained information in his whole career that I've had him at home. And so I thought, you know what? I had him write an essay about Albert Einstein. He read that book. He loved it. And so that's what it initiated this whole unschooling scenario. Anyway, so he's doing a lot of reading, like a ton of reading. We got like this huge lot, like literally a truckload of books from an auction recently. And just so happens that the lady was a teacher, so she had curriculum. She had a series of books. So they have the Magic Tree House series, not the whole, I don't think it's the whole thing, but it is like a lot of them. So he's gonna be reading those, just a slew of different things that he has gotten. Titanic, he's reading the Titanic, something about the Titanic right now. I don't even know what it is, but anyway, he's loving it. I'm loving it because it's not nearly as stressful as what it had been trying to get him to do his school and stuff. Anyways, and then he is carving as well. So he has been wanting to carve, and because his schooling has been taking him so long that he's just not had the time to do what he's wanted to do in that. So now he's carving every day. That is part of his curriculum. We're calling it wood shop, like a wood shop class. So he's carving. He made a little shoehorn, thing that helps slip on your shoes, all on his own. He has plans to build other things and carve other things, and Michael's going to help him build some things as well. So yeah, he's loving it. I'm loving it, and it's going really well. I thought since it was the end of the year, it was probably safe to go ahead and just try the unschooling method with him. Now, as far as how that looks moving forward, like into high school, I still have to do some research. I know that it can be done, and get a diploma and all that stuff. I just think it's going to be a little bit harder to keep track of. Whereas Elizabeth, I have all of her pace work, and I kind of can just show proof of that she completed everything. With this, what I'm having him do right now is every time he does something, he has to write it down. So if he reads a certain book, he writes down the title of the book and that he read it that day. If he writes an essay, he says he wrote the essay, and then we're keeping those. Just all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's going great. Homeschooling is going awesome. And one of the reasons I just wanted to make this video too is coming up to the end of the school year, I was just thinking today about how I love being home with my kids. I got asked the other day by a young lady if whenever I started homeschooling, did it take away, or did it take a long time to adjust to having the kids with me 24/7, and I said a hard yes. It was a huge adjustment. It's still something I have to struggle through and deal with at times. Today was not one of those days. Today was one of those days that I feel so blessed and so thankful that I started homeschooling my kids. And it almost brought me to tears earlier, just thinking about how much of their life I have not had to miss, and how much time I've gotten to spend with them and watch them grow and flourish. And I just feel immensely blessed that I've taken this journey, and I've brought you guys along for the journey a little bit here and there. And I know that I was approached by someone recently. I was at a conference and I was approached by a young lady that said her mom had watched one of my videos about ACE curriculum, and I had actually started using the ACE curriculum because of one of my videos, and that made me feel really good. So anyway, I'm just feeling really blessed today, I guess. I wanted to make a video and tell you guys that I really appreciate all of you guys, all my subscribers. I know I'm so random and I talk about all kinds of different things, but I feel really blessed to have you guys going along on this journey, this life journey with us, and taking me as I am, as sporadic and crazy as I am, and just going along on the journey with me. I really appreciate each and every one of the subscribers, and I hope you guys like these videos. I will talk to you guys later in another video, but I gotta go get my kids from P7. Bye, guys!